Welcome to the greatest light show on Earth, otherwise known as the Northern Lights or the Aurora Borealis. We'll take you through various destinations where you can see this spectacular show, along with some very unique places to stay and also how to experience the lights. So where can one see these incredible northern lights? Well, for travellers heading to parts of Alaska, Canada, Sweden, Norway, Finland, Iceland and Greenland, will be rewarded with incredible views of the lights. However, it is important to note that the lights are visible between September through to April, and in some parts of the world you can see them as early as August and as late as May. To increase your chances of seeing the lights, we always suggest spending 2 to 3 nights in your chosen destination. There is also an aurora which occurs around the southern magnetic pole known as the Aurora Australis, and this needs to be fairly active before it can be seen from places such as Antarctica, Hobart and also the southern tip of New Zealand. There are different ways of which you can include the lights as part of your holiday, and this includes cruising or basing yourself in accommodation in areas such as Lapland where you can stay in glass igloos or a fabulous lodge in northern Canada. Either way, we will make sure you are warm and you are comfortable. First up, we'll take a look at Canada and Alaska. And for travellers exploring Alaska, we suggest Fairbanks is a good place to base yourself for a night or two. The Aurora Lodges are generally about 1 hour away by scenic flight, or you can drive further north to places such as Coldfoot, which is on the road to Prudhoe Bay up in the high Arctic. Chena Hot Springs is only a short drive from Fairbanks, so this is great if you don't want to venture too far. However, if you love the thought of getting back into the high backcountry wilderness, Bettles Lodge is a really good option. Across in Canada, the lights can actually be seen in British Columbia, and for travellers going into the Canadian Rockies, might be treated to the lights in Banff or Jasper National Parks. The Yukon is the smallest and the westernmost of Canada's territories and also has great aurora viewings from Whitehorse and further north where locals gather to see the midnight sun during summer and the northern lights during winter. In the Northwest Territories, one of our favourite places is Blatchford Lake Lodge, and that's located about a 30-minute ski plane ride from Yellowknife, and this is also a great add-on if you're going to see the polar bears up in Churchill. Chena Hot Springs is located 60 miles from downtown Fairbanks and an excellent place to view the aurora from late August through to May. The resort's remote location is also great for viewing wildlife up close and is also famous for its healing mineral waters, renewable energy projects and the Aurora Ice Museum, and this can be visited year-round. It's also a fantastic place for dog sledding, which you will obviously do in the winter months. Bettles Lodge offers a more authentic backcountry experience, which is only a 1-hour flight from Fairbanks and located 35 miles north of the Arctic Circle. It is one of the best places to see the aurora in Alaska, as it is officially has the most clear weather days in the entire state. Packages for Bettles Lodge include flights from Fairbanks, all the Arctic gear you will need to stay warm. It includes skiing and also snowshoeing. While the name Coldfoot doesn't sound very appealing, it is a really great option because it's very remote and it also sits directly under the Aurora Oval. So your chances of viewing the northern lights here are very high. It's located around 7 hours from Fairbanks and the drive takes travellers along the Dalton Highway and crosses into the Arctic Circle. It is very rustic, so it is quite basic, but it is also very clean and it's comfortable and it's warm, and it's suitable for those continuing up to Prudhoe Bay and then on to Barrow for the full high Arctic experience. Blatchford Lake Lodge is the only fly-in wilderness resort located on Blatchford Lake, which is a remote 17-kilometre long lake. Getting there is part of the experience by 30-minute bush plane from Yellowknife, travelling at around 5,000 feet, where you get an incredible view of the landscapes and also looking out for moose and bear. Upon landing on the lake, the staff will be there to greet you on snowmobiles. They'll take your luggage up to the lodge, which is a traditional log-style cabin with either shared or private facilities. Due to the location, you can often see the aurora year-round, so guests can enjoy either a summer or winter experience. So if you really don't like the cold, you may find the summer and the autumn packages more suitable between mid-August through to October. And you can enjoy the aurora along with fishing, kayaking, canoeing and hiking, bird watching. But if you really want the full winter experience, and it is so worth it, travel between December through to April. It's all covered in snow and you can enjoy activities such as skiing, sledding, ice skating, snowshoeing and igloo building. and we've sent so many people here, and we constantly receive amazing feedback. It's a really lovely combination as well, to go and do this with the polar bears in Churchill. Now, for travellers heading over to Europe, you can't go past Scandinavia, not only for the stunning scenery, but also the incredible places to view the Northern Lights. Think reindeers, glass igloos, and Santa's workshop. The further south you go, the shorter the aurora season will be. So if you're heading to the more southern area, the aurora season is generally between mid-October through to March, and you'll find the lights are much more visible in the northern areas of Scandinavia than towards the south. Greenland and Iceland also offer incredible aurora viewings along with dramatic scenery and incredible fjords. Sweden offers visitors an incredible experience in Abisko National Park, which is located 195 kilometres inside the Arctic Circle. One of the largest national parks in Sweden, the park sits within a bowl of mountains protecting it from cloud or rain, along with a 70-kilometre long lake which creates consistent clear skies, so it's just beautiful. Now, for the best chance at viewing the aurora, it's worth taking the chairlift to the Aurora Sky Station, which is located within the park 900 metres above sea level. With little light pollution and little sound pollution, it's absolutely just stunning up here. And a short distance from Abisko is the famous ice hotel, where you can choose to sleep in an ice room set at -5 degrees, which is incredibly cold, and you will be sleeping in thermal sleeping gear on reindeer skins. And if this isn't your thing, there are warm rooms to stay in, and of course during the day you can enjoy tours of the hotel with incredible ice works and a range of winter activities such as dog sledding. For those visiting Norway, Alta is a town on the northern coast at the head of the Alta Fjord and known as the City of the Northern Lights, which inspired the beautiful cascading architecture of the Northern Lights Cathedral, which was built back in around 2013. Tours to see the lights can be done by reindeer sled, which is done with a local semi-guide. Alternatively, you can explore the fjords and coastlines on board a Hurtigruten cruise, which take you up through some spectacular scenery. We've also got an amazing itinerary on board the Golden Eagle, which is a luxury rail journey departing from St. Petersburg in Russia, travels to the top of the country, and then crosses the border into Kirkenes in Norway, where you can stay in an ice hotel. So this gives you an opportunity to travel on board a luxury train, stay in an ice hotel, and also see the Northern Lights. If you're travelling to Finland, you might find yourself in northern Lapland, where the lights can be seen on approximately 200 nights a year. And in the city of Rovaniemi, you won't have to walk far from the city centre to find a great spot to see the aurora, because there's little interferences from artificial light. There are some very unique places to stay, such as the Arctic Treehouse and also those beautiful glass igloos. And for those that are completely mad, and I mean completely and utterly mad, you can enjoy your aurora viewing from floating amongst the ice, as you see pictured down there. So they'll put you in a dry suit and you can float amongst the ice while looking up at the aurora. For something a little more sedate, Kaklauston, an Arctic resort in Finnish Lapland, is a stunning resort located 250 kilometres north of the Arctic Circle. It's located on the edge of a national park, which is around 40 minutes from Ivalo International Airport, so nice and easy to get here. The resort offers a mix of log cabins and igloos, including the famous glass igloos, which have actually got a special glass to stop them from fogging up. You can also stay in an actual snow igloo, a proper igloo for the night. So again, something quite unique to do here. And it's a wonderful place to visit if you're looking for the true winter wonderland experience. One of my favourite places is Iceland, because it's an amazing destination if you really love the outdoors, which I know a lot of Kiwis do. It's got wild volcanic scenery, which is great for hiking and exploring the many caves. There's waterfalls and of course huge glaciers. For visitors staying in Reykjavik, it is possible to view the lights. However, as the city is quite widespread, finding a place with no light pollution may be a challenge. So if you travel about 90 minutes south from Reykjavik, there are some good accommodation options down here, and also maximise your chances of seeing the lights. On a yearly basis, the lights are at their best and at their peak between September through to March, and if you travel up to the northern part of the country, your chances are even better. It's a destination I would highly recommend doing as a self-drive, as it's now made easier with the new Arctic Road, and it's also recently built in the northern part of the country, and overall Iceland is a very easy self-drive destination. Greenland is one of the lesser explored destinations, and for that, it makes an incredible place if you love remote wilderness. The eastern side of the country is famous for incredible fjords, with the western side home to small communities around places such as Ilulissat and Disco Bay, where huge icebergs tower over the town in the winter months. Quark Expeditions offers a 10-day round trip flying into Greenland from Reykjavik, and this cruises into the world's largest fjord system with the possibility of viewing some of the world's most vivid displays of the Northern Lights. So I hope that's given you some amazing Aurora inspiration. It is one of those experiences that will give you fantastic bragging rights when you get home. We've got an amazing range of cruise options, accommodation options, and we can put this all together as part of a tailor-made itinerary. So do have a think about what type of Aurora experience you would like. For more inspiration, jump onto worldjourneys.co.nz.